Hi, how are you? This is Melinda. I'm coming to you again. I figured, since I guess I'd come again. So, since we were talking earlier about, finding out what your why is, why don't we talk about like making goals, right? This is something really important in being a goal setter and has been incredibly instrumental in me having a great life, right? I'm over here with the koi pond, and there's like these really great turtles. And for those of you who know me, you guys know I adore tortugas, right? Little Russian turtles. um, Donnie is a little. I don't think so. It's like we're here in California. The great clouds are coming. It's a beautiful day. But I just really wanted to speak about the fact that, like, when about our goals, like, right, we start going through something amazing, we get the opportunity to actually, like, influence other people, right? When we just do what we're supposed to be doing and we're in alignment with everything, something that happens really amazing is that I'm not alone, right? That I get to inspire other people, think that I'm not alone in that. I've always been the type of person, like, if someone was like, the teacher was just doing their lecture and they asked questions, I like had a million questions, and I remember people getting really upset at me, and it's like, no, but I have questions, I have to know. I'm not here to not know, right? I want to know the best, and I want to know the question. So one of the things I go, if I have a goal for something, steps do I have to take to get it, right? I can't get a car without license. I can't get a car without, let's get a little, in America it's a little bit different, but some of you guys don't know those things. you know um, so since I get with some people, some of my friends, they're like, you need a license, and I'm like, no, section code something 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 lets you know that only people that transport and port things are the only ones that actually need a license. If you have a CDL or so forth, actually working amongst the things anyway, that's a whole other situation. Anyway, so let's say you want to build a business that affects everybody and builds your community. you know there's a lot of people that, like, I want to do this and I want to get rich, and they never really make it, right? Or they just totally lose it after they receive everything, right? But I've always found that the businesses that are most successful are always the businesses that actually build so many people, right? So I learned to talk to God about these things and say, you know what? I want to be my best so that I can better influence people and give people goodness. I want to be able to help people. I want a business that makes people be their best. I want a business that helps people understand they can overcome anything and there isn't anything that God can't touch and God can't heal. I want a business that actually encourages people to live and be well. You know, if we establish a good community, we could be getting rid of a whole bunch of junk that goes on. Our problem with society today is that no one's standing up and saying no. We go with it. And I've had a hardship in my life. People don't always stand up and set their boundaries. People don't like people who say, wait, that's not okay. But it's okay. I'm just one of those type of people. What are your goals? Elon Musk, I've been watching a lot of Elon Musk, and I saw an interview with him and his brother, and someone asked him, like, what do you think about all this publicity and everything? And he said, you know what, I'm really freaking shocked about it. I didn't expect all this. I just wanted to do my dream and help others be effective in what they do. And he's like, being compared to Nikola Tesla, because he's really putting his money where his mouth is. And there's some amazing things about that it's really amazing what he's doing. So he had to learn in that situation. He had to learn so much and work hard to be able to have the ability to make this ship that would go to Mars, right? He had to dream about it. He had to really, like, with all he had, do that. When he did Tesla and the car, he had to really understand it. Something about, the environment and electricity and the emissions and, like, all the things. Like, how much does your dream matter to you? What are your goals to get there? Every time, even Anthony Robbins, like, he's an incredible coach and everything, and he's been a very dear friend, and he literally, like, what are you willing to do for your dream? If you're not willing to die for it, what is it worth? It's not worth anything, because it doesn't have your integrity, it doesn't have your passion, it doesn't have your core intact. I know today that today you can have anything you want, because today, let's see, let's do something simple. You get down on the paper, you just get one piece of paper out, you get a pen. I like blue pens specifically because you write in clarity, right? So get a blue pen, and I want you to sit down. I want you to come up with 5 things that you write your goal down. And so this is something else too. You want to simplify your goal. Okay, so my goal is I have my foundation, Soul Ties Inc., and I do catering, and I have a back line. I also make barbecue sauces, marinades. I make jewelry. I'm also a DJ, and I do, right? But then my main goal is, let's see, to establish and make sure that everybody knows how valuable they are, right? So I write that my goal up on top. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, I'd make something, right? What would you do? I would have to go out of my house first, right? So maybe I would get up out of bed, take a shower, wear something cozy, because you want to be presentable and you want to be approachable. You want to be able to have people, you know, you got to have something going for you. Sorry, it's kind of windy. I also think that it's important that you actually make sure that, you know, you're comfortable with you too. And this isn't about going and having a drink or, you know, smoking some pot. This is about you being truly true to yourself. And when you're in your core and true to yourself, you're not damaging yourself in any way, shape, or form, okay? So I want to suggest that you write these 5 things. What is it going to, like, how are you going to be approachable? So in your first goal, I'm going to go and I'm going to smile. I'm going to engage in conversation with somebody. I'm going to let people know how amazing it is. So whatever your goal is for today, I want to challenge you. Hey, do your authentic self. So thank you for coming. I don't know if you guys came, but you know, I know that I got to go on again with you guys. So I just want to thank you for joining me. And this is really interesting, this whole video thing. It's a whole other reality for me. Just getting used to the camera, and you know, but I have some goals. You know, I have some major public speaking goals, and I want to be able to speak to the masses with no problem. So part of me getting used to, you know, communicating is being able to be okay being me on a camera. And that's really crazy. So what do I got to do? I got to get footwork every day. I got to come on and I got to communicate with you. So I have goals just like you do. You're not the only one. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I want the right place. I want this. Sometimes I just need to do it, right? So I encourage you guys today to get a piece of paper out, write down your goal, and just start checking it off. That's the best thing you can do. And taking time out for yourself. You know, I really encourage you guys to be able to do that. Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day. Okay.